What's up, fight fans? This is JD of BBTV News with a quick news update, man. And you know I got to give y'all the latest and greatest news in the sport of boxing. And with that being said, man, let's talk a little bit about one Mr. Devin the Dream Haney. Now, with Devin Haney, man, you know, a lot has been made about what was going to be his next possible move after facing off against, you know, Vasily Lomachenko and getting that decision. Now, it sounds like we now have the move that he's going to make, and that move is going to be moving up to 140 pounds. Now, that's what a lot of people predicted. A lot of people did not, you know, predict that he would end up doing an undisputed bout with Gervonta Tank Davis right now or with Shakur Stevenson. But it looks like, you know, with him being a promotional free agent, he has already been in contact with Regis Prograis and also talked to Eddie Hearn about a bout with Regis Prograis. Now, remember, Prograis is a 140-pound strap holder. So it makes perfect sense for him to pivot his way immediately into a 140-pound title opportunity. Now, remember, with a lot of sanctioning bodies, if you are a champion in one division, you naturally have the opportunity, if you want to utilize it, to jump the line and get an opportunity at another champion in another weight class, which is one thing that we've seen Canelo Alvarez do numerous times, whether it's with Dimitri Bivol, you know, and other fighters. But when you do have a title, understand that you do have the opportunity to go up and down divisions and immediately face off against other champions if they're willing to get in the ring with you. So it sounds like he's already pivoting to that 140-pound title, you know, that Regis Prograis has. Now, what makes this even more intriguing is the fact that Ryan Garcia is also moving up to 140 at the exact same time. And remember that Rolly Romero has a 140-pound strap. So if they make the Ryan Garcia versus Rolly Romero fight, and Ryan is able to get a title, and then if Devin the Dream Haney fights Prograis and gets that title, it already starts to line up where we could get a massive Ryan Garcia versus Devin the Dream Haney unification bout at 140 in the near future. All right, so things are already getting real interesting in the 140-pound division. You know, one of the most intriguing things is for the longest at 135, we talked about the likes of Tank, Ryan Garcia, Haney, Teofimo Lopez, all facing off against each other. And it seems like at this point, the whole division is already shifting, right? We have Teofimo Lopez now at 140, Devin the Dream Haney now going to 140, Ryan Garcia going to 140, and we all know that Tank, while he is the smallest out of everybody, Tank has no issue sometimes sliding up to that 140-pound division, even though he's probably more true of a 135-pounder. But nevertheless, man, so we can put all that to bed about getting, you know, a Shakur Stevenson versus Devin the Dream Haney bout, or a Tank versus Devin the Dream Haney bout. You know, those are excellent bouts that the boxing public definitely wants to see. But again, you know, in the sport of boxing, it's all about business. And if you have Devin the Dream Haney, who's been squeezing his way down to 135, you know, to make bouts, and he's undisputed, and he's accomplished that, it now makes sense for him to go ahead and go up to 140 and vacate those titles, and then now they'll all be dispersed, and you know, you'll have Shakur, Loma, and all of them fighting for the 135-pound titles again. Because if you're Devin the Dream Haney, if we're talking real business sense, it simply doesn't make sense for him to squeeze down again to give Tank or Shakur the opportunity to take all the straps from him at once. You know, so if you're Devin the Dream Haney, you're thinking to yourself, man, I'm already going up to 140. Why would I give all of them the opportunity to get all the straps from me at once? I'm gonna go ahead and go up to 140, vacate the titles. Now let it become the Wild Wild West at 135 again, and let all of them, you know, fight and deal with mandatories and position with each sanctioning body to capture each title in order to become undisputed. So, you know, he felt like, you know, he earned the right to become undisputed, beat Kambosos twice in his backyard, you know, defeated Lomachenko, and now at this juncture in his career, is ready to move up and not give anybody else an opportunity to take all those straps in one swoop from him. But nevertheless, man, that's the latest on Devin the Dream Haney. You know, so he is leaving the 135-pound division, headed to 140. Now, let's see what happens next at 135 with a Shakur Stevenson and a Vasily Lomachenko. It sounds like we should now see them on a collision course to face off against each other. You know this is JD at BBTV News. Let us know in the comments, man, what you think should happen next with Devin and Dream Haney. Would you have preferred for him to do an undisputed fight with Tank or Shakur now instead of waiting? Or do you think it's a smart move for him to go ahead, vacate the titles, and move on up to 140? Let us know what you think in the comments, man. Until next time, you know I always got to give you the latest and greatest news in the sport of boxing. This is JD at BBTV News. I'm out.